to Steel City Live. What's up, Tom Ford TDC in the chat earlier? I just answered a message from you, Tom, about Cower. Yeah, I just seen it. We got about a foot of snow up in this joint. At least that's what it feels like. They shut down the interstate. Things were jackknifed. So we've been shoveling and hustling and cleaning things up. I did get in a hot tub, though, out there when it was snowing. So that was cool. We're going to talk about a lot of things here on Steel City Live. So make sure you're double tapping that screen, hitting that like button for me. I truly appreciate it. What's up, Anchor? What's up, Joel? Make sure everybody, again, is double tapping that screen, hitting that like button for me, though, sending us out there and to that algorithm. We truly appreciate it. Sharing the show. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and hit that subscribe button. It's easy. And also, my friends, there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what the hell I was going to say. But as always, I'm your host, Jason, and we're going to be diving in here, as always, taking your chat questions, taking your comments, questions, and concerns. And if you're not watching it now, you can watch it later, my friends. I did make a cup of coffee, though, before I come up in here. Needed that. What's up, DJ, Andre Green, Nathaniel Sampson? What's up? Yeah, it was good. It was good, Tom. It was good, man. Except for the part where it's like snowing on your head because I don't have it covered. Like we have part that's covered like down on our bottom part of our patio. Like their deck is like rose up. So like the bottom part of the patio, you could there's one part that's like open and then there's another part that's like underneath, and we have like a couch and stuff under there, like, you know what I mean, an outdoor couch. But yeah, we kind of can't put it underneath the other part because I don't know. I just don't think it would work right. I don't want that kind of water right up against my house. But it's like on the patio part. But man, that snow's just pouring, nuking, dude. It was nuking out here. Snow was nuking, man. What's up, Sean? Yeah, go Bills. Shit, I forgot about Sean. I should have had you on, Sean. I forgot it was even the weekend, my friend. We'll give you the weekend off. Next weekend, Sean can come back and join us. Round 3 of the playoffs. I forgot all about it, bro. To be honest, when the Steelers got out, I was like, oh, shit. I've like been off my game a little bit here. I've been off my game a little bit. What's up, Daniel Warman? In the house, my friends. I appreciate it, man. Good to see again some of the OGs right in the chat early, man. I appreciate that. Again, double tap, send us out there. Get that like button. Beat the shit out of that like button. We're going to talk about the playoffs round 2 here in 2025. After some of the games have concluded, what a real good one against the Eagles and the Rams. That was a good one. The Philadelphia Eagles were able to prevail. Matthew Stafford wasn't able to get that, 54th, 55th game-winning drive that he would have had, I believe. He wasn't able to get it. They did have the ball down inside, if deep in Eagles territory, 4th down, and was not able to get it done, overshooting his target, throwing the ball actually out of bounds. In those situations, guys, in my opinion, when you're down there, you can't throw the ball out of bounds on 4th down. Put it in play. Let it bounce where it may bounce. Even if it's going to be an ill-advised throw, whatever, man, where there's a chance of an interception. As a quarterback, you have to put that in play there, and a coach has to say that, especially before that play is even called into the huddle. You're talking to him in the headset. That coordinator, Sean McVay, is the guy calling those plays in. He should have said, Matt, you're putting that ball in play no matter what, man. Here's the play, whatever it may be. You got to get it, though, in the field of play. Out of bounds is not anywhere it needs to be. Again, if it's in the field of play, perhaps you get a pass interference penalty. Maybe you get a lucky bounce, something. You got to get it in play there. And I'm not sure why quarterbacks in those final seconds, those final moments, that last chance, that you're not getting it in play, especially at that level. I don't understand it, man. It makes no sense to me. What's up, Joel? We did Joel, Tom, Bills all day from Joel. I love seeing snow on Facebook. I'm from Florida. Yeah, Tom, you don't got to deal with that, no doubt, man. It's nice to see it in pictures. It isn't nice to have it, that's for sure. No doubt about it. Something's sticking to the side of my phone. What's up, Azan? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up? Yeah, but a lot of good games, man. The Chiefs, they were able to prevail. They were able to get it done against the Texans yesterday. You again, you had the nightcap in a freaking stunner, my friends. In a stunner. The Detroit Lions were defeated by the Washington Commanders. Can't say that I didn't tell you so, but Jayden Daniels is the fucking real deal, my friends. I've told you that. I've told you that. I've told you that. I can't stress it enough. That young man is going to be special. That young man is going to win championships if the Washington Commanders do not fuck it up. That young man was the best quarterback in the draft, and the Chicago Bears, another blunder, another complete fumble. My friends, a complete fumble. I don't know what these general managers are looking at. Again, we talked yesterday about character. We talked about just talking to people and feeling, getting that feeling. And if you speak to Caleb Williams for 5 fucking seconds, you're not going to have that feeling. I'm sorry, you're not. Now, you speak to Jayden Daniels, you see his demeanor. You see the way he's calm. You see the way he plays football. It's calm, cool, collective. The moment's not too big for him. Rocket arm, excellent athleticism. The guy is the complete package. Now, is he going to be the best ever? Is he going to be Patrick Mahomes? Probably not. No, probably not. But hey, the kid is good. And I told you that. I told you that. I told you that. I wish the Steelers would have been able to get somebody like Jayden. Let's keep going. Joel Commies to the bowl. What's on? What's up? Come on, go Ravens. Game just came on. Yeah, man, your game's on. Inger, it was simple. How did the Ravens do that yesterday? They played, or not the Ravens, the Commanders. How did they do that last night against a fucking monster, a juggernaut in the Detroit Lions? Was what? The quarterback, my friends. The quarterback. Jayden Daniels was the difference. I'm telling you. He doesn't even have to make all the plays. He doesn't even have to have an amazing night. Just the sheer fact that he is calm, cool, collective, keeping everything in perspective, that emits through the whole team, guys. That keeps the whole team calm. Because guarantee you, everybody on that football team, in every rough patch of that football game, they're looking at that guy. They're looking at Jayden. They're looking at the guy on your football team that's your leader. The guy that is the calming presence. The guy that nothing's too big for him. That's who you're looking at. And when you look at the Steelers this year, they didn't have that guy. They didn't have that guy on the sideline that nothing fazed them. That nothing fazed them. It was whatever. Loss is a loss. Who gives a shit? We're just rolling, baby. It don't matter. The moment's never too big. I just don't think they had it. And the Commanders do. And guys, I wouldn't be shocked if the Washington Commanders don't beat the living shit out of the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. I would not be shocked. Would not be shocked at all. Actually, if Jalen's nicked up. Jalen's nicked up for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was able to finish that game today. But I'm going to tell you this. If Saquon don't have the game that he needs to have, you're going to have a Washington Commanders victory. I'm just telling you that now. Downtown John Broadway. Okay, hey, Yuns, go Bills and see downtown tomorrow. Amen, baby. Good to see you. Too evil, too hope. I'm glad the Steelers came to their senses. Extended Mike Tomlin. Now, with Kenny Kitten Mittens coming back to the team, they can make. Oh yeah, too evil. They're built like a juggernaut, my friend. If you have any team that has Kenny Pickett under center, is a juggernaut. A juggernaut. All right, guys, I need you to beat the shit out of that like button for me here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, as always. We're talking round 2 of the NFL playoffs here in 2025. We're talking Pittsburgh Steelers, obvious cap casualties, and what possibilities they may have in terms of trouble that may be looming, signing players that may not be able to come back, things of that nature, who they may get rid of, how they may end up having cap space that's of enormous magnitude. We're going to talk about all that today. What's up, Purple Orca 40? Year we drafted Claypool. Where was that? The year we drafted Claypool, we could have drafted Hurts. Yeah, guys, this just shows you that the Pittsburgh Steelers have fumbled the quarterback position. They passed on Lamar Jackson, too. They passed on Jalen Hurts. And instead, you're drafting players like Terrell Edmonds. Instead, you're drafting players like Najee fucking Harris. Instead, you're drafting players like Chase fucking Claypool. Why, my friends, were they doing that? It's because they're drafting out of necessity, drafting, reaching for players because of position. They're not drafting best player on the board. They have strayed from that. They have screwed themselves. And you cannot build rosters like that. You cannot reach for players. You can't do it, guys. I'm telling you. No good football team does that. And I don't know why all this. You know what is crazy to me? You know what's real fucking crazy to me? I got to quit saying the F word tonight. What's real crazy to me is every team in the NFL that's really doing well right now, honestly, what have they done? How crazy this may sound to you, and you may not believe me. I don't even care if you do. They adopted the Pittsburgh Steelers model of old. They adopted drafting best player available. They adopted the culture, the way you build a football team. They adopted those things, and the Steelers abandoned them. They set the precedents and abandoned it. You can believe it if you want. Believe it or not. Yeah, Two Evil's crazy, man. He's just joking around. He's a funny guy, man. He brings a lot of light, man. I like it. Daniel Warman, so many teams lose close games because of no timeouts. I agree. Daniels is a special talent. Bless you all. Be safe and stay warm. Thank you, Daniel. You too, man. I don't know if you got any of this snow, man, but it's crushing down here. It's nuking snow out here. Not nuking it right now, but it's definitely just steady. That just blah. Yeah. Dude, I got a pile out front where I like shovel everything down to the one corner of my driveway, and then I start to pile it up. You know, I got a pile that's as high as my lamp post, regular like yard lamp post you have out in front of your house to like for decoration to look nice. It's like as tall as me. It's like 6 foot, maybe a little taller. I have that bitch as to the top of that motherfucker. Oh, let me get another drink of coffee. Man, it's a nice night in here tonight. We're not getting overran by the chat. I'm keeping up. But we do need to double tap that screen a little bit more. Send us out to that YouTube algorithm. If you're not hitting it, double tapping, you can hit 3 little white dots for some of you up in the right-hand corner of your screen. You can hit that like button that way. Again, thank you, man. It's been an amazing few days here on the channel. We have crushed it with views, subscribers, new subscribers. It's good to have a day so far here in the early stages that have been a little bit more chill. It's so difficult to keep up sometimes, and I want to include you guys so much. Like, I want this show to be all about you guys and answering your questions and talking about what you guys want to talk about, but it's so hard sometimes to keep up in the chat. But here we are today. Burrow what? What about Burrow? AK Davis in the house. Hold on, AK. Let me find your chat there. If the Steelers had been able to get Daniels, I do believe Tomlin would let him. I do not believe Tomlin would let him play like Washington allows him to. No, guys, that's what nobody wants to hear that either, man. And you hear all these talk shows here in the city of Pittsburgh. Well, not here. I live in Morgantown. Well, right on the PA border. But you hear all the talk shows, 93.7 The Fan. You hear all those people. You hear all these people on local media, and they're talking about this thing that's wrong, that thing that's wrong, how bad the quarterback position was, and how they need to fix this, fix that. Guys, none of this works. None of it. And exactly what AK Davis puts in here. If you're looking at a guy, you bring a guy in here the caliber of Jayden Daniels, you're not going. Tomlin's not going to let him do these things. Tomlin don't play this way. Tomlin doesn't play to his players' strengths. He don't do that. He doesn't. Tomlin is fucking this thing up, and I'm just so happy that a lot more people are on board with the Tomlin bullshit now. I'm just so happy that people are seeing it. I am so pleased to see that people are finally waking up, especially a lot of the Tomlin apologists. Mark Malone with a great comment. Eagles fans are shooting up extra trank dope tonight. Yeah. They probably are, bro. They probably are. I got a kid that I coach. I coach him in football. I coach him in basketball. He's been on my team for a couple years on both sports, and his parents are Eagles fans to the death, man. They're Philly fans through and through. And I got to hear her run her jib about it. So if Kristen, if you're out there and you I'm not even looking forward to the rub-in factor. Grasshopper plus. Oh, come on. Don't be stupid. Dom Ford, the Chiefs got it done with the refs' help. Every game I watch the Chiefs plays makes me feel more and more like football is either fixed or they are the luckiest team I've ever seen. I'm going to go with the first part of your comment as the truth, my friend. If you could immediately make 3 changes, what would they be? That's from Too Evil to Hope. If I can make 3 changes immediately to the Pittsburgh Steelers, what would they be? I can think of 3 real fast. That is 1, fire Mike Tomlin and his entire coaching staff. Clean house. 1, first and foremost. 2, you gotta get a quarterback of significance, and I think that has to be Justin Fields with the landscape that's currently in front of them. I don't think that they can do much better or much worse. I think they just got to kind of stay in that area. So I'd start Justin Fields. If you can bring him back, that's 2. 3, I would change up the defense in a way that you're bringing back what you used to see with the Steelers defense, and not because I want to live in the past, but because they have speed and athleticism and agility that isn't being utilized and isn't being taken to that next level with schematics. And I think that if you did that, you would have a defense that was reminiscent of older times, a defense that would be absolutely lights out, nasty, fast, aggressive, really just playing tough physical brand of football that you're not seeing anymore. And again, they have the speed, they have the athletes to do it. They're just not doing it. But those would be the 3 changes that I would immediately make that I think could really change this football team in a big way. And I know the first one was something that was huge, that would be major change, but that's what's needed for this roster. That's what's needed for this franchise to have a reset, because this franchise finds itself in muddy waters right now. Yeah, Roethlisberger ain't coming back. You're right, bro. We did that. Mark Malone, Joe Oswald, Devin Bush made me question my life choices. Yeah, here's the thing, Joel. When you're looking at a guy like Devin Bush, you know he wasn't the best player in the draft at the time when you made that pick. He was undersized, and you were taking sloppy seconds because Devin White got taken before. And that was, a consolation prize for a position that you needed. Instead of just going, hey, man, we got to take the best player on this board right now, regardless of who it is. They went out there and they took Devin Bush because they were desperately, frantically searching for some way to fix the void left by the Ryan Shazier injury that they were never able to recover from. And instead of being ultra aggressive inside of free agency, looking deeper into the draft to perhaps find somebody with an athletic prowess and skill set that would be able to help the football team, they settled for a guy that was undersized and just wasn't good enough. In my eyes, shouldn't have been in that category. In my eyes, I think he should have been a third or fourth round selection. He played all right at the first part of his career. He had that knee injury, and that was it, man. He was never able to recover. But he was never anything just lights out, you know? He didn't warrant a pick of that magnitude in the first round. I don't give a shit if he made, the dozen plays that he made. It wasn't worth it. It made me throw up in my mouth when they selected him. Let's keep going here. You should have had a Tomlin extension in there. Yeah, right. Rashard Marshall, come on. Quarterback. I don't even know what you're saying, buddy. Oh, Cameron Ransom, position quarterback, height 6'3", weight 220 pound, class redshirt junior, hometown Lakeland, Florida. Hey, man, a lot of you guys watch a lot of these younger players play at the high school, the college level. You're more equipped right now because I haven't dove deep into it, man, so I'll take your word for it, man. But definitely, I feel like you need that tall, big body guy back there that's not afraid to run a football, that's athletic with a rocket arm, but he's got to have a head between his shoulders. That's the thing that most teams are overlooking now. All they're looking at now is having a running back there, a guy that's ultra athletic. Look what the Indianapolis Colts did. They got Anthony Richardson, an absolute freak fucking athlete, monster athlete, but he's dumb as a box of fucking rocks and can't do anything else. And he quits on his team in certain spots. But anyway, you got to have that head on your shoulders. The Patrick Mahomes, the Jayden Daniels. Those are the kind of guys that you're looking for, man. I even like Jalen Hurts. He's not the prototypical pocket passer, but you know what? He's a fighter. He's got good character, and he's not stupid. You know what I mean? So I really like Jalen. Me too, J-Dog. Zoc Curry in the house, bro. I didn't think you were going to stream. I'm glad you did. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I figured I'd do it since the playoffs are going on here on a Sunday. Once the season's over, we will not stream on Sundays because, again, I coach sports for my kids and stuff. And sometimes I just need to reset a little bit. But we will be here every single day on the weekday and a lot of the time on Saturdays in the off season. And we go hard in the summer too, man. We do a show every day. This rolls all season long, man. We got the draft coming up. We got free agency. You got the dog days of summer. Then you go into mini camps, OTAs. Then you go into training camp. A lot of news, a lot of things that will change from now until then. And this thing is just a constant news story that never goes away. And again, we're going to expand the channel. Hopefully, that's my goal. I want to do baseball. I want to do hockey more. I want to do those things to add more content to the channel, but it's finding the time to get it all done. How about Coach Prime and his son, Shador? I'm not on board. I like Shador. I don't want Prime here, man. I just don't. He's too cocky for me, man. Inger, hey, I'm not going to comment anymore. I'm still going to listen to you, but I'm watching the game. All right, Inger, man. Enjoy your game, buddy, man. Enjoy those playoffs, bro. Sean Tomlin wants to run Najee up the middle of a stacked box and run toss play to Patterson. Yeah, he's an idiot. Over and over and over. Absolutely. Man, Ravens already scored. Oh, man, touchdown Ravens. Thundercat, who do you think's going to lose the Chiefs? I don't know. Let's see who they're playing. Me too, Colby. I love him too. Tom Ford, I wanted Jayden Daniels, but I knew we couldn't get him. Even if the Steelers would have got him, Tomlin would most likely piss away his talent, just as he did with an elite quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger. He did. No doubt about it. You got gifted a franchise quarterback. You got gifted a Ferrari of a football team, and you were not able to capitalize on it. One Super Bowl win with that roster, that's pathetic. And how couldn't you continue to build with a franchise quarterback and be competitive to win championships? I don't understand it. Ben was playing at an all-time career high, like great, is the best he was going to play. and you were not able to get it done. That should just tell you enough about Coach Tomlin, more than you need to know. TD, if Fields doesn't come back, do we go with Russ or settle for a losing season? I think they would try to bring Russ back, in my opinion. I think they're still going to try to bring Russ back, to be honest, and I don't think it's the right move. I think Justin needs the chance. I think that's the landscape that they're in. I don't think they're going to be able to have, again, high enough draft capital. I don't think that they're going to be able to, or valuable enough draft capital to be able to make a move up inside of where you need to be to even come close to sniffing somebody worth grabbing there. Yeah, this just isn't going to be the year. It's not a good quarterback draft, first of all, in my eyes. I think 2026 serves a lot better if you're going to try to be getting a quarterback for a franchise's future. That's why I say you offer Justin Fields a 2-year deal, 15 to 20 million per season, fully guaranteed, but give yourself a way out in year 2. And if need be, you go out and you try to dump everything you can possibly dump into getting a guy like Arch Manning. That's what I say you do. Go Steelers. I hope we are better next year. That's from Noah C. Jonathan, Cam, Scat Taboo to Pittsburgh in round 3 this year. Calling it now. Well, there you go, Jonathan. Tom, it would be awesome to trade Mike Tomlin for a first round draft pick. Yeah, but who would be willing to do that? I wouldn't be. Not from what I saw. I don't know if every team in the league's as stupid as the Roonies, you know what I mean? Or as dumb as some of the people that worship the ground Mike Tomlin literally walks on. Be the Reaper, go Eagles. Hell, I'd take a third or fourth. Me too. I'd take anything of value. Third and up, man. That would be what I'd be aiming for, but man, it'd be tough. Jonathan, if you, I feel you on coaching, man. Coach girls flag and hit high school football, so I can't stream as much as I'd like to. That's from Jonathan. Yeah, it gets tough, Jonathan, and good luck to your teams. Girls flag, that'd be fun, I think. And high school football would be really awesome. I've not ever coached high school, but I do a lot of youth, and I enjoy it a great deal. So good luck to your teams, man. Bills just converted a 4th and 2. That's from Sean. Thomas Breeze in the house. What's up, Thomas? Does Fields look better next time we see him after mentorship from Wilson? You know what, Thomas? I really, really thought that Justin Fields went out there and worked his ass off. I really, really do. I thought that he improved a great deal. I thought he was improving weekly. I thought that he had the work ethic and the character that you're looking for if it were me finding somebody to lead my franchise. And I thought Justin Fields was taking steps forward. And I think that, however, I do think that it was good for Justin to get a little bit of a reset year. Also, I think it was good that the Steelers only had to give up a 6th-round draft pick instead of a 4th round. So I really think that the Steelers should really try to bring Justin back because, like you are asking there, will he improve after this? I believe so. I wholeheartedly believe so. Harry says, I was wrong. I thought Drake May would be better for my Commanders. Nope, good thing I'm not drafting. Yeah, I did not like Drake May. I don't even think he should have been a top 10 pick. That's just me. Or a top first-round draft pick, rather. I didn't even think he should be sniffing the first round in my eyes. I just didn't think he was good enough. Again, I thought Jayden was the best quarterback in the draft. I thought Caleb Williams was going to be a monumental bust. And we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. It takes years to figure that out. But I think you're seeing the makings of a really, really good quarterback. Now, the Commanders bumblefuck quarterbacks up too. So we'll see if they don't destroy Jayden Daniels' career. They've been known. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because I really, really think Jayden can be really good for the Washington Commanders. I think that he could win them a Super Bowl now, this year. I think he could really get him in the dance. Now, I'm not sure how he'll fare against any of these AFC teams that are remaining because I think they're all pretty good teams. And I'm not sure he could beat any of them in the Super Bowl, but maybe, possibly. Jonathan says at the end of his career, and Ben with half an arm was still good enough to get the Steelers to a playoff and a division win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Offense was a lot more productive under Russ than Fields. Oh, yeah, no doubt it was, Thomas. But what I'm saying about Justin was week in, week out, you could see growth. And I was a big proponent of starting Russell Wilson to start the season. I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought it was something that had to be done. And I was very hard on Justin Fields. But when Justin got his opportunity in week one, I just thought that week after week, Justin showed something new. Justin showed improvement each and every week. And no doubt the offense was more productive. But Justin didn't have the opportunity to show you what he could have did against the Jets and the Giants and those teams either. And we have to look at the quality of the opponent also. Justin beat good teams. Justin beat the Chargers. Justin beat playoff teams, the Broncos. He beat those teams. Russ beat the Commanders. Yes, with the last second, that was Russ's best game, if you ask me, in terms of leadership and fight and all that. I think that was his best game. But again, Justin was just showing that elite ability to get better each and every week. And that's something a lot of people can't do at the quarterback position. So fingers crossed they figure it out, man. All right, guys, I need you to double tap that screen, hit that like button, send us out into that YouTube algorithm. It's absolutely free, my friends, to hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a damn penny. So make sure you hit that. We need 2 more to hit the 20. We're always in a pursuit of 100 likes here on the live stream, as always. It's a little bit more of a laid-back night here so far. We're about 30 minutes into the show. We'll see how this thing all goes. But it usually gets crazy. The last few nights have been absolutely insane, especially the other night when we had almost 8,000 views on the live stream. That was absolutely nuts. I could not keep up. Tom Ford says, I heard rumors the Cowboys were interested in Prime. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Touchdown Bills. Jonathan says Chicago and Vegas have already called about training for him. I heard about Chicago. I don't think anybody else has called. I don't see any other rumors from the reliable sources that I listen to, that I pay attention to. If I don't hear it from a very reputable source, I don't report on it at all. And I've heard nobody else has called except for the Chicago Bears. So right now, guys, in the divisional playoff game, right now, Baltimore 7, Buffalo 7, 4:43 remaining in the first quarter. Also in divisional play, Washington Commanders defeat the Detroit Lions 45-31. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles hold on to win late in the fourth quarter against the Los Angeles Rams 28-22. Also, the Kansas City phone call, the weekly school phone call. I should have blocked it. But yeah. Also, TD, Tom Dessenberger, is one of our moderators. Congratulations on 8 months, my friend, of being a Mic Drop Mafia member, man. Thank you. And that's always nice to see those pop up when people with many months as a member appreciate it, Tom. Joel says Bills respond. Let's celebrate third Super Bowl. Hold on one second. We got a super chat that came in from Jonathan. Wide receiver, cornerback, running back, and offensive lineman this year in the draft. That's what he's looking to draft. That's what Jonathan wants to draft. I don't want to say your last name because I'm going to butcher it. I'll try it. Sakaguchi. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad, Jonathan. But wide receiver, cornerback, running back, outside linebacker. I can agree on the wide receiver. I can agree on the cornerback. Running back, perhaps if the right one falls into your lap. Outside linebacker, I don't think is a pressing need because I think you still Alex Highsmith, T.J. Watt, Nick Herbig. I think where they really need to focus is that wide receiver room, absolutely. And I think they need to continue to look for other type of weapons. I think they need to continue to maybe look in the tight end department. I know they just paid Pat Freiermuth, but having versatile tight ends all over your roster is not a bad thing. And especially if you're playing an Arthur Smith system that uses two tight ends 90% of the time for some weird fucking reason, but don't use them in pass routes. But that's for another day. But anyway, yes, I can agree with some of those for sure, except for outside linebacker. I don't think it's something that I'd waste draft capital on. I would really try to pursue that either in free agency to add depth, or I would try to add that later in the draft, trying to find somebody quality that you've studied a little bit. But definitely, oh, that's your third super, Jonathan, on there. So thank you, man. That's your third. I appreciate that super chat. Jonathan, that's Jonathan's third super chat here on Mike Drop Sports. Thank you. But definitely, I can agree with most of them. Oh, you mean offensive lineman, not outside linebacker. Okay. Okay. I see your second comment. Okay. Um, Never hurts to stack offensive linemen, absolutely. But guys, they have full cupboard. Troy Fautanu, Broderick Jones is going to go back over to left. Absolutely. The reports are already out. He's going there. Dan Moore Jr. will be gone. Zach Frazier's an absolute stud. He's going to be the cornerstone piece to this offensive line. Mason McCormick's going to develop and get better. At tackle. I think maybe Isaac Seumalo's the odd man out, trying to preserve some cap space in 2025. Perhaps you go out there and you add another offensive lineman somewhere, but I don't think it should be your first round pick. I think whoever best available is on the board at the time, regardless of position, is what you take. Also, odd man out. I think that, some of the cap casualties, I think, literally are going to be guys like Larry Ogunjobi. Are they able to re-sign a guy like Landon Roberts? There's a lot of those questions. Preston Smith going to be the odd man out there. They're not going to pay $13.4 million for Preston Smith to remain a Steeler in 2025. So, a lot of things that are going to be done. Is Cole Holcomb let go? And I understand, his injury cut his time short with the Steelers. But, a lot of those things are going to have to be figured out. And again, the Steelers have around $40-something, $50 million currently. By the time I think it's all said and done and they do trades, they do any type of cap casualty type releases, I really truly believe that they're going to end up with 70, 80, $90 million. I really truly believe that. And I think that they're going to be able to do some real damage in terms of bringing some real quality depth into this roster. Sean says interception, Buffalo. Lamar laying an egg. Can't say I didn't tell you. Lamar has been picked off. Thomas Breeze, sound is good. It was my system. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your comment. Oh, no, it was me, Thomas. It was me, bud. It wasn't you. I got a phone call, so it was like fucking up the sound. I had to clear it back off. Cap is going up from what I am. Yeah, it usually goes up a lot every year. It usually does, Jonathan. We'll see how it goes, but they're definitely going to end up probably. I'm going to say, man, if they do it right, they could end up with 80, 90 million bucks. Maybe even more. Maybe 100 million. Ted Jones says Kenneth Grant, DL, defensive lineman, Michigan. Yeah, guys, they got to get a defensive lineman. They got to get a true nose tackle. If they don't do that, they're wasting guys' careers like Keanu Benton. They got to get a true nose tackle, man. It's a must. Cruel plot twist for us. If Pickett gets a Super Bowl after wussing out when challenged. Yeah, no shit. But he won't be a contributor to the roster. So, I feel like those are tainted Super Bowl rings. You're getting one just because you're there smiling. Hey, I didn't do anything, but, Dummy Winston, let's go Eagles. Pittsburgh just needs a quarterback and defensive help. Mike Tomlin is not the problem. That's from West Philly Black. I don't think you're looking at this football team in a real way, West Philly Black. You're buying into the national media. You're buying into the national media narrative, and it's wrong. Just telling you it's wrong. I shoot you no shit here, man. I got to respectfully disagree And I'm not sure you're looking at the same football team I am, or if you're falling into the national media trap, my friend, and the Mike Tomlin hype. People like Mike Tomlin for a lot of different reasons other than his football acclimate. And I'm sorry, that's not what we're looking at here at Mike Drop Sports. The only thing we're looking at with Mike Tomlin is his statistics, his track record, his performance year after year, and none of which are good. His playoff record is absolute dog shit. It is horrible, downright disgusting. His playoff record, my friends. It is bad. Bad. And he coaches a football team that didn't have a first drive touchdown all fucking year. Out of 18 times, 18 tries, wasn't able to, or to 17 tries, wasn't able to get he played a playoff game, 18 tries. Not a first drive touchdown. Tell me that's inventive. Tell me that's good coaching. A guy that's ego's so fucking big he can't get it through the door. Tell me how that's good. Dummy Winston, we clutched up the win. Ted Jones, right nose tackle, move Benton over to Larry O's spot. Absolutely, Ted. Agreed. Dummy Winston, I say Steelers take a cornerback. Here's my thing. Best player available first round. You don't draft for positional need. You got to look at the board. If you are talking first round selections, it can't just be a position of need. That can't be what you're going off of. You have to look at the whole damn draft class, and you have to compile a list of 32 top talents, the 32 best players in that draft. And that's what you have to go off of. And you have to rank them 1 through 32, and that's who they should draft. I don't care if it's a fucking kicker. I don't care. The best player available. A.K. Davis, Steelers should sign free agents for need and draft best available. Absolutely. That's how this works. That's how it should work, A.K. KJ23E. Hey, Steelers wouldn't have made it to the playoffs. Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. That is the most dumb comment. You get a flag. You get a flag. You get a flag, bro. Yeah, you get a flag. Flag, 15-yard flag, dude. Yeah, because that's a stupid fucking comment. Go crawl back in your hole. I can't even stand to hear it. I hate it. It makes no sense. You can't give anything intelligent in that comment. You couldn't have added anything that makes any damn sense. You couldn't have given anything that made a lick of fucking sense for me to say to agree with your comment at all. Sorry, bro. I ain't trying to dog you. But I'm telling you, that's dumb ass thing to say. Because you can't back it up. There's nothing you can say statistically. Nothing you could say at all that you saw this season that was the result of Mike Tomlin making that team win. Not one thing. Not one. Here in a little bit, Tyrone, I got to study up a little bit. I'm taking a test for work stuff, so I've been studying that. So when that's done here in the next week or two, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it hard. TD, we need another offensive tackle. We can't trust what we have. You have one, Troy Fautanu, and Roderick Jones is gonna be better, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be all right. He'll be fine. This was just a bad year, man. It takes 3-4 years for an offensive lineman to get good in the NFL. We'll be fine. I'm telling you, they got enough. They got a nucleus there that's going to be really, really good. Ted Jones, Tomlin coaches in his fears. Absolutely. Sleeping Lady, do you think Penn State tight end will be available when we pick? That dude catches everything. Perhaps. And again, best player available, man. Get your 32 best players and do it. You didn't have an elite defense, bro. KJ23, you did not have an elite defense. You did not. I don't care if it was the highest paid. It was not elite. It could never come up in the big moments. There were games that were lost because Mike Tomlin put every damn piece of faith that he had in them. Bro, these are the truths. The defense was stale, lacked schematic intelligence. Players were non-existent. You're paying Minkah Fitzpatrick $20 million a year to do absolutely fucking nothing for over 2 years. You don't blitz anybody. Mike Tomlin's so damn stubborn, he believes that only he needs 3 or 4 to pass rush all the time. There's no exotic blitzes. There's no exotic looks. There's no real coverage fucking schemes that make sense. They are not elite. The offense was bad. Why? The schematics fucking suck. You have players like George Pickens who half-ass every fucking play. You have no leadership. The schematics suck. Yeah, I agree, Tyrone. Nike Dope Boy, Steelers need to take a 3 and 14 years so we can finally get a good draft pick for quarterback. Yeah, agreed, man. They struggle with that. Steeler Nation 412s, laughing emoji, Nike Dope Boy, or trade up this year to get Cam Ward. Cam Ward sucks. I don't want Cam Ward. I'm sorry, I don't. But I can see why you do. Being stuck with around 22 to 30 pick every year for the past 15 years or so has ruined this team. It wouldn't have if they drafted best player available. It wouldn't have. It really wouldn't have, Nike. Where they have went wrong is they draft out of necessity, positional necessity. That is wrong. The teams that have adopted the philosophy of drafting best player available are the teams that are succeeding. The teams that are succeeding have made it a priority to go get a quarterback. Mike Tomlin had many years before Ben was done, knowing that he was declining, but yet was unable to go out there and figure out how to get a high-quality, high-value quarterback. He was unable to do that. And Mike Tomlin can't win a fucking game. I'm just... makes me crazy. Jonathan says, the Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016, and you say the coach isn't the problem. Amen, bro. Amen. Simply put, how Jonathan put it right there. Right there. I don't even need to go any further. I don't. All right, I need 3 more of you to double tap that screen, hit that like button. It has been absolutely awesome having a great conversation so far tonight. The chat hasn't been crazy. It's been a nice, chill night here. The last few shows have been absolutely insane. So this is refreshing, man. I'm enjoying it, and we're going to keep going for a little bit. Jacob Poole, Pickens is good, but he's a damn drama queen. Yeah, and he's a loafer. He's a slacker. He's low IQ. Again, guys, all the people that keep feeding you this line of bullshit of him, he didn't think the offense was going to be optimistic next year. The dude didn't know what the fucking word was. He's that dumb. He's that stupid. Draft O-line, first round, D tackle, second. Geno Smith was right there for us to draft. I don't mind Geno, Tyrone. I don't mind Geno at all, bro. I wouldn't mind having Geno. Nike Dope Boy, if you don't like Ward, we should tank for... I like Archie Manning now. I can get on that one, Nike. I agree, Joseph. I agree, man. I think he'll come out, Tyrone, next year. I do for some reason. I think he'll be out in 2026. You might be right, though, bro. Yeah, but, Nike, who'd they draft instead of Lamar Jackson? Terrell fucking Edmonds, dude. I liked Terrell Edmonds, man. I did. Because you know what? A lot of people dog Terrell. But you know what? He was consistent. He consistently was okay, mid-range, average, but good athlete. Showed up every week. Wasn't a troublemaker. I didn't mind Terrell Edmonds. Could he have been way better? Yeah. Would I have drafted him in the first fucking round? Fuck no. Absolutely, Joseph. I agree. Tyrone with NIL, I think you're right. Yeah, man, the NIL does play a big thing into that, TD, Tyrone. Absolutely. Yeah, he did fall off quick, though. No doubt about it. All right, guys, I need some more likes from you. I'd appreciate it. Double tap that screen. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. I truly appreciate it. The dude that was saying all that shit about elite defense, bad offense, Tomlin, if it wasn't for Tomlin, he kind of went away. Zaw says, do you think we're going to keep Minkah? I do, but I think it's wrong move. I think you could get something for Minkah Fitzpatrick. I do. I think you could get a significant draft pick for Minkah. I'm talking second, third round pick for him. I do. I think his early days with Pittsburgh, Miami, still carry enough weight that somebody would pay you a lot of high value pick for him. A high value pick. Maybe you might get even a second or a third and possibly a fifth for Minkah. The old saying, if you buy cheap, you get what you get what you pay for. No doubt, dude. No doubt, Joseph. Minkah Skaminka? I don't know what you're saying, John. Nike, I hope we keep Minkah at this point. Didn't we give up like 2 first-round picks for him? You gave up 1. And you gave up something else. I can't remember it exactly. Nobody, this is before, I got to tell you the Minkah Fitzpatrick story, and I've never told it actually on this channel, I don't think. Maybe a long time ago I did. But I haven't told it in a long time, and I want to tell it because I feel like I was robbed of this news. I feel like it was my news. I do. I was talking about this, and I tweeted, and I got to go back through my tweets, but probably 2 weeks before they acquired Minkah Fitzpatrick, I said a deal was about to be done to acquire safety Minkah Fitzpatrick from the Miami Dolphins. I said I didn't know the compensation, but I said a deal was going to be done. I reported it way, way early. Now, was that because I had any type of special news? No, it was because I was watching and reading the tea leaves. That's all it was. I didn't know nobody. I'm not claiming to know nobody. I ain't got no fucking sources. I ain't claiming that. But I read the tea leaves, man. I was looking at it, and I was just going through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and I said it 2 weeks before that ever happened. Maybe even earlier than that. And I got robbed of that. I did that on Twitter. I had no views on it. But I wasn't streaming or nothing then. I wish I was at that time. I was reading the tea leaves, bro. I don't think you got to tear this football team down. I think complete rebuilds are stupid because I don't think that needs done. You know what I mean? I think the Steelers have enough high-value talent on their roster that a complete rebuild would be foolish. I think what they need to do is get rid of the head coach and keep that nucleus of talent that they have that's high value and start to build off of it with a new head coach, a new schematic system, and then start to weed people out. That way you can remain competitive at least a little bit and continue to give the fan base something to cheer for to where you don't go into a dark time. I'm not down for that either, but I think that what you need to do, again, is tear down that coaching staff first and foremost. I think that needs a complete rebuild. Kind of stinka. You talking about stinka Minkah? Lamar fumbled the ball. Buffalo has it. Hey, Lamar can't play big games, bro. We talked about that. Sean and I both. Zaw Curry, if Tomlin listened to this chat, he'd have the answers. It's sugar-coated everywhere else. Yeah, he wouldn't listen to this chat because he would cry. I challenge this, and I'm putting this out there. You can email me at mydropsports@yahoo.com. Mike Tomlin, I would love to have you on the show to pose questions to you that are actual real questions without the sugarcoating bullshit, without any of the outside care of the media that has to kiss your ass. I don't. Without having to worry about my press credential being taken, because guess what? I ain't got one. I don't care to have one. I don't want to be tied to the team. But I challenge you to grow a set of cojones and come on here. Again, I'm sure you're a nice guy. I'm sure you are. But I want to challenge you, and I want to challenge your schematics. I want to challenge your ability to be the head coach of this football team. I want to challenge your ability to actually be a real NFL head coach. I want to talk about your game, your clock management, your roster management, your schematics. I want to talk about all that shit. I want to talk about your inability to drop your ego. I want to talk about it all. Come on here. I'll give you the floor. I'll ask you the tough questions, and we'll give you a chance to reply. We won't answer one question out of the chat. It'll just be me and you talking, and we're going to give these fans the real fucking questions, the real answers. I challenge you, Mike, to do it. If you're out there listening, or anybody that knows Mike Tomlin, you send this to him. You tell him to email daddy at MikeDropSports@yahoo.com, and I would love to have him on here. Love. Because you know what? I would challenge him with real shit. The Steelers depend on defense too much and no offense? Absolutely. Noah, absolutely. TD Jackson fumbled Buffalo recovery run back to the 25. Let's check the scores, my friend, real quick. Let's check on some scores. Buffalo 13, Baltimore 7. Can't say we didn't tell you so. But yeah, it looks like Lamar Jackson yet again fumbling around in a big game because he can't win big fucking games. I told you. I keep telling you. Listen, guys. Listen. Our chat knows this, though. I'm not preaching it I'm preaching to the choir. Our core group here at the Mic Drop Mafia knows what the fuck's going on. I don't have to tell you guys. It's just some of the people that come in here. Let's go. Yeah, we're still here waving. We're still here waving, no matter what, baby. It don't matter if we're out. It don't matter if Mike Tomlin's a freaking 1920s coach that can't never change. It doesn't matter. We're still here waving. We're here still repping. Why is it that we, the fan base, see what is going on yet that the so-called experts think otherwise? Because the experts shit in your face because they think you're stupid. That's why. Guys, I've called and messaged and tried to get people that are so-called experts to come on this show so many times and been shit on. I've had some people say they're coming on and then ghost me. Don't reply back. And that's okay too. But I have challenged the so-called experts to come on here. They don't want to answer these questions. They don't want to have anything tough posed to them. They don't want to have to think. And why do the so-called experts that are making $14 million, why can't they turn on the tape and see the dumb shit that's going on? Why can't they recognize the bullshit? Are they really that dumb? Do you really just got to know somebody to get in these positions? Because that's what it sure to hell seems like. That's what it sure to hell seems like. And it seems like there's a few people that get into these positions that are actually intelligent and know what the fuck's going on. And those guys win a bunch of ball games and a bunch of Lombardis. But the rest of these fucking yahoos can just get a job and look stupid on national television, never making adjustments, never doing anything different, looking like dick beaters, but yet getting paid millions to do it. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I'm sorry. I used to be so politically correct on this show. I used to never badmouth anybody. I used to never say anything wrong. I used to really try to tiptoe around just in case I would encounter people ever in my time doing this. I didn't want to burn no bridges, but you know what? I don't care about the bridges. I don't. I learned something over these 2 years of doing this. The only thing that matters is you guys out there that are viewing this shit, that are in the fan base, that give a shit about the football team. That's it. That's all that matters. And you deserve the answers. You deserve what I'm saying. You deserve that. Oh, let's keep going. Oh, oh my Lord. We've been already streaming for an hour, guys. All right, guys, I need 4 more of you to hit that like button real quick here before we get off and get moving here and start wrapping things up. Hervey Dunn. Choke artist Lamar at it again. Yes, sir. Inger, where you at, big boy? What's up with your boy? What's up, Challenger? What's up? I pick Cotton. Diddy? Oh my God, don't do that. I don't like that name either. Let me get you out of there. I don't like that shit. I shouldn't even have read your name. I wish I'd have read it. Wilson had turnovers. Thanks, Sean. Lamar can't ever beat the good teams of the AFC in the playoffs. No, he's a choke artist, man. He's a choke artist. I told you that. I don't think Lamar's a bad guy. I just think that he cannot win big games. He may come back tonight. We'll see. I don't want to see the Ravens win a Super Bowl. I don't, but maybe Lamar, he's a good dude. If he goes somewhere else, maybe he could win one. Bye-bye Pickens from Grasshopper. Tyrone Steelers don't got the players. I think they got some. They don't got all, but they got some. Yeah, I agree, Za. Touchdown Buffalo. Thanks, Sean. Anybody but Baltimore, KC. Yeah, man. I think this is the Bills' year. I think I'm going to cheer for the Bills for the rest of the way. I'm going to go finish watching this game, guys. I'd like to watch some football here tonight, some more. Again, Tyrone, I am going to be diving into the draft stuff. I know you're itching to do it. Again, I got some tests I got to take for work stuff, so I got to study that shit. It sucks, man. Blows. But anyway, I got to do that. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to dive into the draft process in a major way. Don't forget, guys, when the draft happens, Sean and I will be live for that first round, at least for some of it. I don't know how long Sean will be able to join me that night, but we always do that. That's something to look forward to. So, yeah, big things happening here, man. Again, it was such a great night. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate just all the likes, everything that's been going on here. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We truly appreciate that. We're inching toward that 4,500 subscriber mark. I want to hit 5,000 here by the end of this week coming. That we're diving into tomorrow. So I want to make sure we hit that 5,000 mark. I think we can do it very easily. So let's get it done. Until tomorrow, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, out of coffee, out of water, over an hour. It's time. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow with Steel City Live. I do have a daily upload I want to put out. I want to talk a little bit about some of the cap stuff that's going to be happening. I want to talk about round 2 of the playoffs after its completion and all that good stuff. So we will have that daily upload tomorrow. So make sure you check that out and share that also. But again, thank you to all the OGs. Thank you for so many of you regular listeners that were in here tonight. It was such a refreshing night to have this chill night, man. It was definitely cool. And we still had a lot of viewership. So it was cool. So until tomorrow, guys, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. Peace, my friends.